And boys, we're back here with another Madden video. Today, what we're going to be going over is the best card at every single position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. And we're going to go ahead and get it started right here with quarterback, where I think objectively speaking, okay, I would say Jordan Love is the best quarterback. He has that Slinger 1 release, lower 3/4, whatever. Now, I know it's easy to just say, oh, the 2 million coin card. Not really his price point that really makes him good. Like, for instance, next week, Will Levis, that's going to drop with the same release and maybe even same speed, same throw power. Like, the reason Jordan Love is here, release, decent mobility of 82, great throw power of 89, and hits all the accuracy thresholds. And also another benefit of Jordan Love, getting the gift wrap. Also potentially quick draw as well. I think that's nice. Even gutsy scrambler, so he can get some real abilities. Now, what I will say is his price point, I'm seeing for 2 mil, seeing for 2.3, 1.62, doesn't seem entirely accurate. But the only reason I would spend that much on Jordan Love, especially with what we know what's coming out, is if you are playing in the current MCS tournament. If you're not playing this game for money, if you're not trying to win the gauntlet, I would just go ahead and rock out with Kyler Murray. And I don't think there is a very big gap between Kyler Murray and Jordan Love. It's not over 1 million coins, I can tell you that much. And I personally enjoyed using Kyler more than Jordan Love. Jordan Love is a quarterback where, yes, you can sit back, you can pocket pass. Kyler Murray, on the other hand, I think he does a really good job versus that double mug meta, because a lot of people, what they do is they send 4, like they send the blitzing linebackers and the DTs and they zone out their DNs. And Kyler Murray, I think, absolutely cooks that defense, can roll out with the 87 speed. The worry on Kyler is the accuracy thresholds. Now, what I will say is, if you're not highballing a ton, this really doesn't matter. I think you only notice this when you highball, and he's money on the run as well. And for any sort of value, I'm going Kyler over Jordan Love. But again, I think objectively Jordan Love is better. At running back right here, we're going to have another breakout card, and I think this is by far and away the best running back. It's Devon A-Chain. Now, fully upgraded A-Chain is actually going to be 90 speed, 90 excel. So he already like floods every running back with his speed and his excel, but also on top of that, it's the break tackle, it's the it's all his physical stats, the balance. But even going a little bit further, he once again, like Jordan Love, gets like real abilities, not aka X factors that start on and off. The two that I really like are either spin cycle for 2 AP or also running back apprentice for 2 AP, being able to put your running back on angle routes. Think a very slept on route is the running back corner, and also you can put him on wheel routes as well. So I think Devon A-Chain by far and away the best running back in the game. Like, I don't even think it's close. Now at fullback right here, I actually want to go CJ Ham, even over Mike Allstott. Now, why I'm going CJ Ham? Well, this player right here should be like a utility player. And what I mean by that is, if you are still getting cooked by like the double mug, get yourself a blocker. And what happens when you play like double mug or some of these like dollar A gap blitzes? A lot of times your running back ends up on a blitzer, and some people play like Charles Haley, Lawrence Taylor there, like insane pass rushers. A fullback that's like a big body can do the best job, right? So CJ Ham, 5'11", 250, like he can be a blocker for you, and he can be a utility player. He can be a goal line back as well. Honorable mention to Mike Allstott too, but CJ Ham I feel like is a little bit better blocker, and that's really this card's role. Now we're gonna go to wide receiver, and I think we have 2 obvious choices, right? Obviously we have Tyreek Hill, and we have Xavier Worthy, okay? And I feel like we can talk about these 2 cards right by each other because I have very similar thoughts. They're simply the fastest, and they also hit great route running. Now, on top of that, for me personally, what I like for receivers right now, I don't like the taller receivers this year. I don't. Like, I like the shorter players. And if you've been following the channel at all, like maybe Madden 24, Madden 23, I'm always someone that likes taller players. But this year, I feel like with the tall guys, they just like run into each other. That's just like too much bumping. I don't love the way they run routes. And I think the shorter players just absolutely fry this year, man. So yeah, Tyreek Hill, Xavier Worthy, they're like doing the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. And at wide receiver 3 right here, I couldn't get the picture loaded, but it is going to be Wes Welker for me. And Wes Welker, legend receiver right here. Wide receiver 3 for me is a slot receiver anyway. And this card, what's so great about him? He gets that slot apprentice ability. So how I would spend my AP on offense: running back apprentice, slot apprentice, Wes Welker. So yeah, Wes Welker is our wide receiver 3. I just couldn't get the picture loaded at this wide receiver 3 spot. And we're going to have some other legends we talk about as well. Now, tight end is actually really, really tough for me because I feel like it's a 1A, 1B, 1C type situation. Like Dalton Kincaid, beast. Tony G, beast. And also, we also have Vernon Davis, the Duke, I think all three of those cards are absolutely amazing. I'm going Dalton Kincaid. I always love Dalton Kincaid cards. I can see Tony G right here. I think this is a spot where this really determines, do you want to run Chiefs theme team, right? Because we have Xavier Worthy on the team. They hit like the same level of route runnings. Tony G has 4 more run block. Like, I don't think you're going to notice a major difference between the cards. I think it's, again, 1A, 1B type situation. And even comparing him to Vernon as well, it's like a couple, I don't want to say +1s, but like threshold wise, it's really not that big of a difference. Also, Kincaid's cheaper than all of them. Now let's go to the offensive line right here, where at left tackle, we are going to have rookie premier JC Latham. And I mean, this card is 6'6", 335, big body. And just look at the balance of stats, man. I mean, 89 pass block power, 88 pass block finesse, and 88 run block. I mean, that's just, again, some of the best balance of stats we'll see for an offensive lineman. So gonna be our guy right here. At left guard, we're also gonna have Big Q as well. And again, just has the best balance of pass block power, pass block finesse, and regular run block. Why we're talking about these ratings and not regular pass block, run block power, run block finesse. Pass block power and pass block finesse works against the defender's power move and finesse move rating, while run block works against the defender's block shed rating. I actually really like Frank Ragnow. I'd be willing to say Frank Ragnow is better than Travis Frederick because he has really high pass block finesse. Probably are more likely to play power moves over finesse moves in the interior, but they have the same level of awareness as well. Again, I think this is a 1A, 1B type situation. You could go either which way. And even then, you can run team captain Jeff Saturday right here. He's great too. Now at right guard right here, I am going to go with Cody Maught. We got to compare him to Larry Little right here. And Larry Little beats him in pass block finesse and run block. And you might be like, okay, why Cody Maught over Larry Little? Well, Larry Little is in fact little. I don't like linemen that are under 300 pounds. So yeah, I feel like this just leads to Larry Little like losing matchups. I think being over 300 pounds is more valuable than 2 pass block finesse and 1 run block. So that's why I'm going Cody Maught right here. And at right tackle, we're also going to have Anton Harrison. And again, this card just compared to like someone like Lane Johnson, right? Look at this, 89 pass block power, 89 pass block finesse, 87 run block. It's just the best balance of stats for linemen. And yeah, boys, this is what the offensive side of the ball is looking like. Again, right here at wide receiver 3, we would have Wes Welker. We're going to get started at free safety right here, and some players that I could see mention. Tyler Nubin, B&D rookie premier. If you get him on a theme team, I'd say he's the best. So he'd be like 88 speed and good balance of man and zone. No theme team though. I was between Sean T and Paul Krause. I went with Paul Krause. I love this Paul Krause card. Good height is 6'3". He has 87 speed, 84 acceleration, 80 man coverage, 88 zone. And this card as well can get some abilities. Like he can get the pick artist, aka X Factor, the deep zone, aka X Factor. And yeah, I think this Paul Krause card plays absolutely amazing. He's going to be my free safety one. But again, wanted to mention Nubin and also Sean T. Holland's a little bit lower for me just because of the fact that he has a lower man. And I wanted a little bit of balance right here. But Holland is also great as well. He has 88 speed. I just, again, like Paul Krause over Holland. Now we're going to go to strong safety right here, where I think it's easily Jair Brown. I mean, this card is amazing. He's 5'11". He has 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 88 man. This card all the way upgraded, gonna be 88 speed, 91 excel, great balance of man and zone. And on top of that, this card can potentially get pick artist for 2 AP. That's not an AKA X Factor. It actually just starts on. It's just on the entire game. And also on top of that, this card could potentially get mid zone knockout as well for 3 AP. So yeah, I think Jair Brown, whatever you want your safety to do, he can do. He is a beast. Now corner right here at CB1, again, I would have Charles Woodson. Picture on Mut.gg specifically, not loading, but Charles Woodson can get the mid zone knockout. He can get the pick artist. Like, he's another card that I think is a game changer. Now worth its price, you know, a little bit expensive, but I would say he is the best corner in the game. So he's going to be our CB1. Now at CB2, it's also going to be Joey Porter Jr. Joey Porter Jr., 6'2", 88 speed, 89 excel. But I think the biggest thing on the card, 90 man coverage, 90 press. Like, when this card is press man to people, I think it's actually kind of crazy at times. Like, he literally runs routes for people, and he's great in a man scheme, but also he does hit that 85 level of zone, and he has good height, so he can play zone as well. It's not just like he's only a press shaded down man corner. He can do everything. And also on top of that, again, can get things like the pick artist for 2 AP that's on the entire game. It's not an X Factor. So yeah, I think this Joey Porter Jr. card is a beast. And again, CB1 would be Charles Woodson. Now CB3 for me was tough. So there's some different options right here. You could go Terrion Arnold, you could go Nate Wiggins. I'm gonna go ahead and go Night Train Lane though. There's a couple of things that I like about Night Train Lane. Now the excel you might be a little bit worried about, but I think he's fine. So 6'1", 88 speed, 84 acceleration, has a good balance of man and zone, hits 85 for both. And what I like on the card is this is a card with the big hitter trait on yes as well, kind of rare for corners. So yeah, what my corner room's looking like is Night Train Lane, Joey Porter Jr., and also Charles Woodson CB1 with Terrion Arnold and Nate Wiggins close CB4 and 5. And you know what? Because they're so good, we'll go ahead and put them on the lineup too. It's kind of crazy that Christian Gonzalez isn't making this for me, but yeah, this is what the CB room would be looking like. Let's go ahead and round out the front seven now. And at right outside linebacker right here, I am still going to have Lawrence Taylor, because Lawrence Taylor, why he is so good, just given the meta of this game, he's like a great A-gap blitzer. And he's someone that if your running back ends up blocking Lawrence Taylor, good luck. I mean, 6'3", 86 speed, 88 acceleration, has great block shed, power moves, and finesse moves. Still one of the best pass rushers in the game. He is unreal. Now kicking it over to left outside linebacker right here, I think it's a two-man race, and it's Charles Haley or it's Kayvon Thibodeau. Kayvon Thibodeau is one less speed, has two more excel, a little bit more pursuit, a little bit more block shed, has more power moves, and he only has the bull rush trait on yes, so you can ignore his finesse move rating. But for me, I'm gonna go Charles Haley because I like the fact that he has a better balance of power moves and finesse moves, and he will use finesse moves. I feel like having Charles Haley and also LT as like your A-gap people and like say like double mug meta style of defense. Again, both of these guys end up on running backs. Good luck to the running back. And now we're going to go to middle linebacker right here. And at middle linebacker 1, I am still going to have Fred Warner. Love this Fred Warner card, man. I get his 85 speed. I get it, but he also has 85 zone, which if we look at all the linebackers in the game, man, they aren't hitting that. Yeah, I still am big on Fred Warner being linebacker 1 in the game. Love this card. I think he still plays unreal. And again, I like him hitting that 85 level of zone. Middle linebacker 2 right here joining him. Could go Luke Kuechly. I'm going to go Patrick Queen, man. I like Patrick Queen. What he has over Luke is the fact that the base card hits 80 zone. Luke also is 3 inches taller than Patrick Queen, so I could see it going either which way, but I went just because the base card hits 80 zone. If you have a strategy item that pluses 1 zone to Luke Kuechly, I would go Luke Kuechly right here. So I hope that makes sense why I went Patrick Queen. Let's talk about defensive line right here, where we're going to get started at right end. At right end for me, you could go Miles, you could go Aiden, you could go Klecko. I'm still going to go Micah Parsons. Like, over Myles Garrett, yeah, I mean, Myles Garrett is better from a block shed and power move standpoint, but I feel like the speed and the finesse moves of Micah are more noticeable. I could see Myles Garrett being right here, and I don't hate it, but yeah, I also went Micah over Joe Klecko because Joe Klecko gets 1 AP edge shred and not double or nothing. At DT1 for me, I'm still going to have Mean Joe Green, and the reason why I love this card, I mean, he's 81 speed, 84 excel, that's cool. Block shed, power moves, finesse moves, all good as well, but the number one thing for me is getting that 1 AP double or nothing X factor. I feel like that makes this card absolutely elite. So yeah, that's why Mean Joe Green is here for me. And a DT2, I go Marty Lyons because of his X factor, but I don't even really I don't love it. I love this Jordan Davis card, I will say that, but we'll give it to Marty Lyons just because of his X factor, like interior threat or El Toro. Could run that, and I think that's valuable, but there's a spot where you don't even need a DT2. Like, you could run like a Myles Garrett and play him at DT. I feel like that's better. And at left end right here, I'm not going to go with legend Jason Taylor. I am actually going with Mark Gastineau still. A couple of things I love about this card. So Gastineau, 85 speed, 88 excel, block shed, power moves, finesse moves, all great. But the two things that I love on the card is blitz for 1 AP and also double or nothing for 1 AP. This is what the defense side of the ball is looking like. Again, Charles Woodson would be CB1. And let's go to special teams right here, where at punter, we still got AJ Cole. And at kicker, we do have a new kicker. We got Jason Elam, team captain right here, who can get upgraded all the way up to an 86, and he has 86 kick power. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the best card at every position in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, who should have been on the list that wasn't on the list. But if you guys did enjoy this video, you enjoy content like this, want to stay up to date here with everything that's the best in Madden 25, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.